My dear homeschool friends, there are some ditches that you could possibly fall into.
You might be a homeschooler if you read more books in a month than kids with assigned reading lists read in a year.
You might be a homeschooler if you ever use the phrase, "Hey mom, can I take a break from school?"
You might be a homeschooler if everything you know about literature you learned from Wishbone.
You might be a homeschooler if you're still working on school in the summer.
You might be a homeschooler if you ever had to wait till dad got home from work so he could help you with science.
If you ever did 2 days of schoolwork in one so that your family could leave early for vacation.
If your treehouse has an awesome name like The Fortress.
If the first and only R-rated movie you ever saw was The Passion of the Christ, you might be a homeschooler.
Yeah, and by the way, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying.
You might be a homeschooler if your parents skipped over the parts in classic Disney movies where there was an evil witch.
You might be a homeschooler if the creator of the universe cares about football.
You might be a homeschooler if going to the mall to people watch counts as a social studies field trip.
You might be a homeschooler if you're used to your friends asking you why you don't go to real school.
If you own more than 5 animals.
If you know what the Silmarillion is.
If the first adult fiction book you ever read was Left Behind, you might be a homeschooler.
You know, okay, I have to confess to you, this little skit here, I'm kind of like, yeah, but, well, no, actually, that's kind of a